IPEM International School students. I welcome you all to the iLearn English language class. I am Suchita Singh and today I will take up the 12th chapter of your English language book, Past Continuous Tense. It is given on page number 57. So students, let's get started with the chapter. Past continuous tense. Before starting with it, children, let us quickly recall what we had learned in our previous class. And what was that? Simple past tense. What is simple past tense? Verbs ending in ed tell us that the action happened at a particular time in the past. These verbs are said to be in the simple past tense. We also came to know that there are some verbs that change their form completely. Till here, I hope this much is clear to you. Now let's move on to our today's topic, past continuous tense. Past continuous tense describes an ongoing action of the past. It tells us about actions that were happening at a particular time in the past. So, when an action is in continuation, some action that was happening in the past at a particular time, then we call it as past continuous tense. Okay? Now, formation of the past continuous tense. How the past continuous tense is formed. We can see past tense of the being verbs was and were plus base form plus ing form. So, we can see the past continuous tense is made up of two things. First, the past tense of being verbs, that is was and were, plus the ing form of the base verb. Let us see these examples. He was speaking. So here, when we have to make the sentence in the past continuous tense, what do we have to do? We have to do two things. We have to use the past form of the being verbs. So, if it is singular, we will use was plus base form plus ing. We have to use the ing form of the base verb. Speak plus ing. It will become speaking. He was speaking. They were reading. Alright, now let us see this chart. Rules for the past continuous tense. We have to learn and follow this rule, children. It will help you out till your higher classes. So, here we can see we have singular and plural. Let us see the usage of it. With singular, we use was plus ing of the base verb. With plural, we use were plus ing form of the base verb. One very important note. For I pronoun, we use was. And for you pronoun, we use were. Okay? So always remember, with I pronoun we will use was, and for you pronoun we will use were. Let us see the example. I was sleeping. You were sleeping. Now let us see some more examples. I was watching cartoons yesterday. They were reading a book last night. Ritu was dancing in the rain last evening. So with these words like yesterday, last night, last evening, we can easily make out that the action had already been happened, isn't it? We know what does yesterday mean? Yesterday means the day before today. Last night, that means last night, yesterday's night. And last evening means yesterday's evening. So we can easily understand that all these actions are happening in the past. And if we have to make it in the past continuous tense, we have to add was or were depending on the nouns or pronouns plus ing form of the verb, base verb. Alright? Now, let us move to our book. Past continuous tense. Read the sentences. Notice the highlighted words. Now, 4 sentences are given here. We have to read them and we have to notice the highlighted words. Now let us see the first sentence. The rats were following the piper. We can see rats here. They were following. The rats were following the piper. So what are the highlighted words here? Were following. Now let us see the second one. Red Riding Hood was going to her granny's house. So was going is the highlighted words. Third one, Cinderella was wearing a beautiful gown. Miss Muffet was sitting on a tuffet. Now let us see this green box here. And as I have already told you that this green box is very important, you have to read, understand and learn it. The was or were plus ing form of the verb tells us that the actions were happening sometime in the past. They are said to be in the past continuous tense. We use the past continuous tense to talk about actions that were happening at a particular time in the past. Alright? Now let us see this table given on page number 58. Study this table to understand the use of was or were and the ing form of the verb. The boy, he, she, it and I. All these are singular nouns or pronouns. So, which being verb will we use? The past form was. With singular, we will use was. So, the boy was running. You can see in the picture here. He was running. She was running. It was running. I was running. Now, the boys, we, they, you. So the boys, we and they. all these are plural. Okay, and you is singular. Even though you is singular, I have told you in the beginning of the chapter also that we use were with you. So with all the plural nouns or pronouns, which past form of being verb will we use? Were. So the boys were running. We were running. They were running. You were running. Alright? And you can see ing, ing. So we have added ing to the base form of the verb. Now let us move to exercise A. Fill in the blanks with was or were. So here in this exercise, we have to read the sentences. We have to understand that whether we have to use was or were depending on the sentence. The children dash flying kites. So here we are talking about the children. So children is a plural noun. Very good. So was or were? Correct. Were. The children were flying kites. Number 2. She dash wearing a blue jacket. She is a singular pronoun. So she was. Alright. So this way you will finish off your exercise A. Now let us move to exercise B on page number 60. What were they doing? Look at the pictures and read the word clues. Write the answers using was or were. So here we have to look at the pictures given. We have to read the word clues given here, and accordingly we have to write the answers using was or were. So this exercise B is basically asking you questions. Okay, and these type of sentences are also known as interrogative sentences, about which you will study in your higher classes. Alright, now let us see the first one. Preeti and Raju play. So how will we frame the sentence? Let us see the question here. What were Preeti and Raju doing yesterday? So in the word clue, Preeti and Raju play. What will be your answer? Preeti and Raju were playing yesterday. Number 2. What was Priya doing this morning at 10 a.m.? Let us see the picture and the word clue. Priya at 10 a.m. drink milkshake. Priya was is already given here. Which action verb is given here? Drink. Priya was, drink will become, very good. Drink will become drinking. Priya was drinking milkshake this morning at 10 a.m. Understood? So this way you will complete exercise B. First you will look at the picture and the word clue. Then you will write the answers of all these questions. Now let us move to exercise C. Answer the questions using was or were plus ing form of the verb. Few pictures are given here and you will see the pictures and you will write the answers accordingly. Okay. Where were you going yesterday? I was going to the zoo yesterday. So here you have to assume that you were going to the zoo yesterday, and whatever questions are being asked, you will write the answers according to that. Okay. Why were you going to the zoo? You can write any answer. Your answers can be different from one another. It does not matter. So whatever you feel like writing, you have to write on your own. Suppose if I ask you, why were you going to the zoo? What will be your answer? You can say, I was going to the zoo to enjoy. Isn't it? So this way you will write the answers. Whatever you feel like, you can write. Okay. But make sure that your sentence should have was or were plus ing form of the verb. Now, with this, children, we have come to the end of our chapter. I hope you have understood the chapter well, and please learn this green box and remember the rules that I have taught you. Okay? Thank you.